Climate change is a change in the Earth's climate system that can result in new weather patterns over long periods of time. The biggest cause of climate change is air pollution. It's caused by human emissions. Cars are a big cause of air pollution, and burning 1 gallon of gas creates 20 pounds of carbon dioxide. The average car emits about 6 tons a year. Trash that ends up in landfills is trash that can't be recycled or reused. Therefore, it produces methane, a gas. 1 pound of methane traps 25 times more heat in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide. Sea level rise is also a big problem. This happens from water melting from glaciers because of temperature rise. Ice that took centuries to develop can vanish in just a few years. Today's Earth's surface is made up of 71% water, 10% ice, and 19% land. Air pollution exposure can trigger lots of diseases, mostly lung diseases and respiratory problems. People in countries that have especially bad air are buying purifiers for their homes and wearing masks while outside. As the weather becomes warmer, more insects are attracted to it, mostly ticks and mosquitoes, which can give off viruses and diseases. This is also a problem for crops such as wheat, which grow the best in cooler temperatures. Sea level rise is a big problem for coastal cities because they're sinking. This is a problem for Indonesia, Thailand, Nigeria, the Philippines, China, and more. If global temperatures rise more than 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, sea levels will rise more than 40 centimeters by 2100. The reason why Earth's temperature changes and why we have climate change is because the greenhouse effect allows it to do that. The greenhouse effect is the process of how a planet's atmosphere traps heat so that the planet's surface will get warmer. Greenhouse gases is a gas that contributes to the greenhouse effect. Ozone and water vapor are naturally present in the atmosphere, while carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide comes from humans. Climate change is also affecting animals. Lots of animals, for example polar bears, rely almost entirely on a sea ice environment. That's becoming a problem because of how fast glaciers are melting. Climate change also helps wildfires spread, especially in more humid and dry conditions. The bigger the fire is, the harder it is to put out. Along with that, lots of trees are being burnt and lots of smoke is being released into the air. Since 2000, 11 forest fires in the U.S. have caused over $1 billion in damage. Now that you've heard about the causes, let's talk about the solutions and what we can do to reduce our emissions. Since air pollution is such a big problem and lots of it is coming from our cars, you could consider buying an electric car. Other than being better for the environment, they're also cheaper to run and there's more safety improvements. Even though electric cars are becoming more affordable, they can still be a financial setback. So this is why you should put less driving and more walking or biking into your daily routine. You should also consider using public transportation. You should also start recycling if it isn't a part of your routine already. Recycling is an eco-friendly process that gets rid of waste without emitting any greenhouse gases. Something else that will help you use less energy are solar panels. Solar panels get energy from the sun instead of using electricity that comes from fossil fuels like coal or natural gas. Flying less can also reduce the amount of gases being released into the atmosphere. Airplanes emit their fumes similarly to cars, except into the upper atmosphere where they stay longer. The most important and easiest solution of all is just to inform other people about the problem. If more people keep spreading the word, we will all be in on this together. Thank you for watching my documentary on climate change.